episodio de Fear the Walking Dead.
No es seguro viajar, Nick. La carretera del norte está llena de lamanas, los peores hombres que hay. Vas a conseguirlo, cariño.
Fear the Walking Dead. En agosto, en AMC.
Oh, it's
Especial.
Oh, very good. Muy bien, muy bien.
It's good. We're enjoying
Look at us trying out Spanish out.
We had some good food last night. We had some delicious
It's
wine.
warm and balmy.
People are kind and stylish.
I'm sad to be leaving, to be honest. Well, I think the biggest difference is now we're all sort of split up as a group.
Yeah.
We have now different little factions happening, which gives room for different relationships and a different dynamic, and leaving room for people to grow. I think a lot of our characters have also suffered quite a bit recently.
Yes, everyone's had losses, tremendous losses, like tremendous.
Very big.
We've lost partners, we've lost loved ones,
family,
and so we're all sort of spinning, especially that compounded with the end of civilization. It's just really taking us really into another direction. So
yeah.
I think, we're going to find new bonds forming in many ways.
Well, I guess for the Clark family, that's a really big situation. Nick has always been going off and coming back, and it's been Madison's sort of constant stress, a burden in her life. But I think it's a very interesting dynamic. Because it puts a lot of strain on Madison and Alicia. And there's always been that tension bubbling, but now it's finally starting to rear its ugly head. And Alicia's coming into her own. She's finally seeing herself as an equal and as an adult, and she wants her mum to see her as that too, but Madison's definitely struggling to come to terms, especially when she's still sort of trying to reach Nick, where Alicia, I think, has felt maybe it's a bit of relief in like, oh, I can let that go now.
Yeah, and Nick has been my buddy. And so my buddy's gone, so I'm a little sad. No, he's been. We formed a bond very early on, and I think that. But I think that Strand respects him enough to let this man go off on his own journey and find himself and find his way. And so I think, in a strange way, he's in support of it.
Well, I guess we're in Mexico now.
We're in Mexico now, so and Mexico has many different vistas. We can go anywhere. We can go to the desert. We can go into other cities and rural areas.
Yeah, I think what's interesting is Mexico has really given us the chance to immerse ourselves in that culture and the people and the food and the kind of customs and superstitions, traditions, and that becomes quite a big theme of our season now. I think that's different too from the original. We start to think a little bit more about the spiritual, traditional custom kind of aspects of Mexico.
And we're dealing with culture as well, too, because we're really, where we shoot is really right on the border in many ways. So it becomes border stories in many ways, and culture, and how do you deal with that? You have a lot of Americans that were in Mexico and vice versa, and so I think it's going to also touch on things that are possibly happening in today's life when it comes to dealing with immigration and all, I think that's exciting. I think we should. I think we should.
I emailed production yesterday being like, hey, can we get some lessons? Because I'm terrible.
Exactly. I think that'd be great.
Spanish right now.
I think it'd be great.
Yeah, no, we're really excited about that aspect, for sure. Well, not everybody. It was one person.
She got catfished by one guy.
I got catfished and then held hostage. It's not all her fault.
It happens.
It happens sometimes. Yeah, well, I think what's interesting about her character is that she's young and she's a teenager, and when at the start of season 2, it means she was able to make those mistakes, and I love that about this character because it gives her so much more room to grow and transition and to become an adult, and that's so important because she's not dumb. She's a smart girl, and so she's learned from those mistakes, and she's now really actually starting to become more of a leader in this situation, especially in our new group. She is starting to define herself as an equal and as an adult now, and amongst these adults, and she doesn't want to be treated as a child anymore.
Yeah, I think Victor Strand is dealing with a lot of complicated feelings. I think even complicated feelings that he had about Abigail. So I think that he's, once again, he's really trying to redefine himself in the world about how he feels about people. I think he's already suffered many losses even prior to that. And so I think that it's continuing, I feel like we're sort of like breaking his heart open. And that's been a journey for Victor Strand. But as that happens, I think he's spun off in a whole new place and he doesn't know exactly what to do. So I think that's what we're looking forward to in season 2B. Yeah.
I mean, it's always our aim to make you want to keep watching, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I think that all of the characters, I think we were both saying that all the characters are wherever we started from in season 1 to where we go probably at the end of season 2 is probably going to a different place. People are being challenged to do things that they probably would never do, right? And or make alliances that that would surprise you. So I think that that's going to surprise audiences. I think it surprises us. So of course we're not going to tell you exactly what's happening, but
we can't.
But we will tell you that basically you're going to see characters going places that they didn't even imagine they could go.
Yeah.
Good answer.
It was a great answer. I mean, I fully support you. I agree.
My name is Alicia Debnam Carey, and I support that.
Thank you for everything, guys.
Sure.
Thank you.